of Emergence of an Evil, and today we will be talking about evil action. We have spoken about evil thought, evil talk, and now comes evil action, which is like the last phase, how the evil emerges finally. And the evil always is the birth of the evil takes place in thoughts, and it comes out in its full form in action. So understanding that evil action is something that we all dread. We all dread whether it is ours or somebody else's, because that's definitely not the pleasing one. It is the most unpleasant thing to witness, but we all have witnessed it, either in our own selves, in our surroundings, somewhere we have all witnessed it. So if we, why is this whole series that is being taken places? Because I would somewhere want some of us, whoever can or whoever wishes to eliminate or prevent or at least reduce the evil actions that we are capable of. We are capable of doing crazy crimes, crazy things. All the crimes that we see, right from a very annoying gesture to the crimes like the terrorist attacks, all are done by human beings, right? So we know that we have the potential to do something as insensitive as the demon, or we can be as virtuous, as noble, as saints, as gods. But what part of ours are we nurturing is dependent on how we how careful are we about the elements that can give birth to these kind of actions. Now, action means it is the most physical form of showing something that it always prevailed within you. So evil actions might come out, as I said, in the form of a gesture or a stupid word, or something that is not giving somebody a good vibe or a good feeling, to physically, sexually, and in your behavior wise, destroying completely, getting into destructive techniques and methods, and making people realize that, okay, you cannot mess with me, you cannot mess with them, something like that. Just giving a message that, okay, I am this angry person, I am this. So it's one way of coming out of your ego basically, which was, in a way, you have suppressed it in your emotional way. Now this emotion could be anger, this emotion could be the sadness, anything that has just turned into an evil action. Now we have not identified. So when I say identify your actions, identify your thoughts, so that the actions are prevented, we all feel, thoughts are so general and so normal. It just comes and goes. Mind you, it comes, it stays, it doesn't go, it distracts. We feel it's gone. No, it's not gone anywhere. It's there in your system, hidden somewhere, until something else happens and that thought is again triggered, till we again try to move on. Till now this episode keeps on happening, till someday it piles up so much that it explodes into evil action. Or in other cases, you have an evil thought, something like that never happens, that doesn't repeat, but you as a sensitive person will keep on repeating and replaying those thoughts as emotions in your head, until you get an opportunity wherein you can show that evil thought of yours in your evil action. So what I'm trying to show, or what I'm trying to explain here, is that any evil thought, a negative thought specifically, so which is maybe sadness or jealousy or anger, if we have not captured it, if you have not healed it, if you have not perceived it in the right fashion, see, these are the thoughts. Why are they called negative emotions? Because if these emotions are not taken into the positive perspective, then these can emerge into negative actions, and that is the reason these are called as negative emotions. Otherwise, emotions are all emotions. It's all human beings that have all the emotions. I very well can get angry, I very well can feel jealous, I very well can feel hurt, but I cannot be living with that hurt for my life. I cannot be living with that anger for my life. I cannot be living with jealousy for my life. If I am going to live with all these emotions in my life, I am going to turn into a demon who will be only doing evil actions. And many people, I don't even have to explain it to you. We know many people right in our surroundings who are like these, who are products of manipulation and conspiracy, because they are living in these thoughts all the time. So all I'm trying to say is that, guys, none of us like to live, when we experience something evil. So definitely, if we cannot prevent other people from doing something evil, even if we prevent one soul from doing something evil, that is our own selves, I think this is the only contribution we can do in this whole worldwide world, that we can stop one person from contributing even the evilness that already exists. So the last the concluding line that I would like to say to y'all before I end up today's talk is that, guys, it's very easy to condemn evil behavior. It's very easy to talk about evil behavior. It's very easy to say that, okay, this was wrong and it was not right, and what is ideal, what is not ideal. But it's most difficult to prevent ourselves, to keep a close watch on our actions so that we don't end up doing evil. Now, evilness can also be in terms of hurting one soul to hurting n number of souls. It could be unintentional, it could be intentional. So both the ways, we have to keep ourselves quite vigilant in seeing to it that we as much as possible, we do not do it at least intentionally. See, unintentionally, sometimes things are out of control, out of our hands. But if intentionally also we end up doing, and we justify that he or she needed to be taught a lesson, he or she deserved that kind of a behavior, I think somewhere we are taking the action of the universe into our hands, and we are not supposed to teach somebody any lesson, right? Why are we, in this sense, we are very subtly contributing to the evilness that's already existing in this world. So let's try our best to understand, to capture the thought which can turn into evil action, and prevent ourselves from at least contributing towards more evil. If we cannot be virtuous, at least let's be less sinful. That's the best we can do for our very own personal mental peace. It's not towards any social service, it's not towards any good cause, it's just very selfishly towards our own selves. Thank you so much for watching. Please do share, like, and subscribe, and I'll come up with a very interesting topic next time. Stay tuned. I'll soon surprise you all with this topic. Probably it's not maybe much spoken about, but it disturbs me a lot, so I'm surely going to come up with this